You're walking so much better. What did you do?
Well, I got so tired of the pain and nearly fell. And one of my friends recommended physical therapy at Winter Physical Therapy. And you know what? My back also stopped hurting.
Huh. So how did you get started?
My doctor wrote me a referral, but that's not always needed. Turns out you always have a choice where you want to go.
So why did you choose Winter Physical Therapy?
I love to support our locally owned small businesses, and quite frankly, they give great personalized care.
Winter Physical Therapy. Exceptional care.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
For over 70 years, Pitt's Design Build has earned our reputation locally for serving communities across South Dakota. We provide design and building services for schools, hospitals, churches, commercial offices, multifamily housing, and so much more. Pitt's Design Build is conveniently located in Pierre, Mitchell, and Sioux Falls to serve you and your organization. We bring value to our clients by facilitating the design and/or construction process. Give us a call today and check us out at pittsdesignbuild.com for a free building consultation.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
DRG Media Group Sports is the official voice of the Pierre Governors.
Our hash mark over the middle and wide open at the 30-yard line. Carter shuffle by and touchdown. Here's Olsen, plenty of time, 3 seconds, gets to shoot, and it's good for 3.
From football, volleyball, and soccer to basketball, wrestling, and softball, follow the Pierre Governors on the official voice of the Govs, River 92.7, and also on the River 92.7 page of the DRG News smartphone app and drgnews.com.
Could you use some extra cash? Every Thursday night, we're hosting Chase the Pink Ace with a large jackpot and growing jackpot. I'm RF Bowie, the founder of Team Bowie Cares. 100% of the profits go to local cancer patients fighting their fight. You can get your tickets at any business inside Al's Oasis or online at chasethepinkace.org. Drawing is held every Thursday night at 8:08 p.m. at the Last Chance Saloon inside Al's Oasis. Thanks for caring.
Briggs Trucking and Construction in Fort Pierre provides quality freight transportation services, cargo hauling, excavation, and demolition services. They also specialize in dirt and gravel work for everything from commercial work to new construction. Briggs Trucking and Construction will haul everything from light poles to farm and agricultural supplies. The bigger the job or the bigger the load, the better, as that is where their expertise really shines. Contact Briggs Trucking and Construction at 605-280-2848 or email them at cbriggs25@pi.midco.net to visit about your next project.
Graham Tire of Pierre is your premier hometown shop, specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at grahamtire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities.
Buying or selling a home is a big decision. You need an expert who knows the market and gets results. Scott Darnall at Lee Real Estate in Pierre brings experience, local knowledge, and a no-nonsense approach to help you navigate every step. Whether you're looking for the perfect home or the best offer, Scott is committed to making the process smooth and stress-free. Ready to make your next move? Call Scott Darnall at 605-220-2676. Lee Real Estate, Meredith Lee, broker-owner.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Dakota Pro Air is a locally family-owned business that has been taking care of farmers' aerial needs since 2020. With locations in Letcher and Miller, Dakota Pro Air is able to provide service to a large area. Ground conditions too wet, or just don't want those sprayer tracks in your field? Give Dakota Pro Air a call for all your chemical and fertilizer application needs at 605-248-2314.
Olson Plumbing in Pierre provides complete plumbing and drain cleaning services to commercial and residential customers. Olson Plumbing understands how the simple things in life are often the things we can't live without, and running water is the top of the list. Olson Plumbing offers 24/7 emergency services, and they can be at your location in under an hour in most cases. If you need help with your plumbing system, call Olson Plumbing 605-224-6436.
You asked for it. Nonstop flights between Pierre and Minneapolis. Now you can book nonstop flights from Pierre to Minneapolis and Denver on Denver Air Connection. 1-hour flights on 50-passenger jets with fares starting at just $119 one way. Seats are limited and restrictions apply. Business, pleasure, a game, a winter getaway. It's easy when you fly from Pierre. Visit DenverAirConnection.com/Expedia to book your trip today. Skip the drive. Fly from Pierre Regional Airport. Minneapolis flights begin November 30th.
In a world that's always moving, your journey matters. And at Iverson Auto Group, we're here to get you on the road with a great selection of new and used vehicles and trailers, and keep you on the road with top-notch service, maintenance, and support. Every mile of your journey, the experienced team at Iverson Auto in Mitchell and Huron are here to help. Visit us in Mitchell and Huron or start your search at iversonauto.com to begin your journey today.
At Jan Bussey Ford & Highmore, they've been building partnerships for life by treating customers right, offering a low-pressure sales process, no haggling over price, passing low overhead savings on, and providing a Ford-certified service department fixing it right the very first time. If you're looking for a new Ford, a quality pre-owned vehicle, a new or used ATV, or a trailer, stop by Jan Bussey Ford & Highmore and experience the difference.
Jan Bussey Ford, building partnerships for life.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Being local means more than being just another small-town business. It means showing up for our member owners when they need us, supporting the organizations that empower the next generation of community leaders and agriculturalists, and providing resources to help ensure the communities we live in are here for generations to come. At AgTegra Cooperative, local isn't just about where our locations are. It's about serving our farmers, our employees, and our communities in ways that nobody else will.
Hey Josie, why so glum, chum? I can't find a way to get my whole group to one spot without taking all these cars. You haven't heard of Denwall Transportation? They have luxury seating buses with air conditioning, outlets to charge your phone, and other must-haves for traveling. Whoa, no way! Yeah, you should check them out. Where can I find them? You can follow them on Facebook or denwalltransportation.com, or hey, let's give them a call at 605-532-3836. Denwall Transportation, let us do the driving.
Now
Now's your chance for a great deal on smoking fast fiber internet from Venture Communications. Upgrade to the speed you need, up to 1 gig. And with whole home Wi-Fi included as part of your service, experience no-lag gaming, your favorite music, web surfing, HD video streaming, and connect to the latest smart devices. If you're ready for an upgrade, call or visit Venture Communications online.
Allied Plumbing and Heating is your contact for business, farm, commercial, and residential plumbing needs located in Pierre. No job is too big or small for Allied. Put our over 50 years of experience to work for you. At Allied Plumbing and Heating, the only surprise we want for our customers is how fast they get the job done. That's why we offer free estimates on every single service, no hidden charges. Give them a call today at Allied Plumbing and Heating. Remember, you can rely on your allies.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Protect what matters most with the Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, American Family Insurance. Our personalized insurance solutions ensure you're covered, no matter what life throws your way. From home and auto to farm, commercial, and life, we tailor policies to fit your unique needs. With our dedicated team and exceptional service, you'll have peace of mind knowing you're in good hands. Contact the Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, LLC.
Best of luck in today's competition to the Pierre Governors from Black Sheep Agronomy, your local agronomy experts. Black Sheep Agronomy wants you to have a successful farm plan, and they're focused on products and practices that work in this region. As community members themselves, Tyler, Tice, and Austin support area students who work hard in their school and extracurricular activities. Good luck, Governors from Black Sheep Agronomy. Call 842-6104 for all your agronomy needs.
Stay in a beautiful Black Hills vacation home, the Summit on Dancing Sky near Leeds, South Dakota, in the popular Powder House Pass development. It's a modern rustic design with over 5,000 square feet, 6 bedrooms, and 5 baths for you to enjoy. You'll get gorgeous views of the Terry Peak Mountain Range. There's a community pool to enjoy, and you're close to all the attractions like Deadwood, Sturgis, Spearfish, and a whole lot more. The Summit on Dancing Sky. Visit them at dancingsky.com.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Getting ready to head out to the game or getting back afterwards? DJ Senix is a must before or after your travels. DJ Senix has a great selection of hot and cold snacks. They're second to none for your choice of hot or cold beverages too. And when you're heading out, be sure to fuel up with quality from the pumps at DJ's with 3 different grades. Back late? No problem. DJ's features pay at the pump convenience 24 hours a day. DJ Senix, 507 West Sioux in Pierre. Your choice for quality service and selection.
At Dakota Behavioral Health, we offer comprehensive mental health services, including medication management. With offices in Pierre and Winter, we provide in-person and telehealth appointments to fit your schedule. Whether you're managing anxiety, depression, stress, or other concerns, our compassionate team is here to help. We are currently accepting new clients, so take the first step toward better mental health today. Call Dakota Behavioral Health at 605-702-6769 or visit dakotabh.com to schedule your appointment.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, One pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
Welcome back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union Press Box. Owyhee Federal Credit Union, where they treat you like you own the place, because you do.
Trust, Kathy Sun and Shine Properties, Owyhee Federal Credit Union, the Ramkota Hotel and Conference Center, Tokyo Hibachi and Sushi, Bauman Lumber, Ferding Electric, and Black Hills Federal Credit Union. And coverage of high school sports on River 92.7 is also brought to you by these special in-game sponsors: Bank West, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, Central Dakota Eye Care, Envirotech, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection, Rounds Financial Services, Comtech, Coca-Cola Bottling, Wealth Partners Ameriprise Financial, Hermanson Endodontics, Family Dental, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, Hermanson Endodontics, Cowboy Country Stores, and Gales Gas Service. And now, Pierre Governor Sports on the official home of the Governors, River 92.7 and DRGnews.com. And hello, everybody. We welcome you into Riggs High Gym. It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon, a little cloudy outside, but perfect weather inside as we are getting set for the Pierre Governors and the Spearfish Spartans, that is, to be taking each other on this Saturday afternoon. We've got the sophomore match taking place right now. Pierre Governors were leading by 7 at one point in this second set, and it is now tied at 24-23. So it looks like we might have to get through a final set here in the sophomore match. Good comeback by Spearfish. So tough for the Pierre Governors, who had this one seemingly in hand, but we might get treated to a little bit of extra volleyball here in the Bank West pregame show. Hello, I'm Justin Cowart, welcoming you into the broadcast booth. We've got William Wilson back in the studio here this afternoon, keeping us up on air. If you're watching live on DRGnews.com, big thanks to Brian Menning for working the camera tonight. Me and Brian had a good time last night over in Fort Pierre. Just to update you in this sophomore set, we're tied at 24, got a win by 2, so this one is getting exciting here. You got to credit Spearfish. As I mentioned, they were trailing by 7 at one point. It was 19-12, and they came storming back, and now it's nip and tuck back and forth. Pretty good crowd on hand. It was a good crowd last night here. Of course, folks from the Pierre area, a little bit spread out with the Governors football team going on the road to Watertown, getting the win there. And they're going to say that the Governors just won this past point, so they are 1 point away from winning this sophomore match. They can hope that they can get it done. As Pierre Governors varsity match is up next. As we look around, we want to remind you that if you're listening today on River 92.7, you can also watch this game live on DRGnews.com as that Governors serve goes into the net, back tied at 25. And you can also download the DRG News app to make your listening experience much more streamlined and much more enjoyable. You know, we often have a lot of different broadcasts going on at once on any given night, especially Friday nights. So go ahead and download the DRG News app. You can bounce around from game to game. You tune into a couple different games. There was some good high school football last night. And the Pierre Governors got things back on the right track as they took down Watertown, moved to 2-1 on the season. And Brian Oakland had the call there. Pierre Governor Volleyball had a good night last night. They took their best-of-5 set from the Sturgis Brown Scoopers in 4 sets. It was a lot of close action. We talked to Carrie Wheelhouse in our Keys to Success segment. We'll hear what she had to say. She was happy to take that big point here as the Governors take a 1-point lead, but she was happy to just kind of ball up that third set in last night's match, throw it away. But as we take a quick look, let's run through the season and tell you how the Pierre Governors got to this point. They lost their first 3 matches against some very good opponents. They lost to Watertown in 3 straight sets. Watertown sits at 7-3 on the season. They lost to Rapid City Stevens in match number 2 in 3 straight sets. Stevens at 10-1 on the season. They would lose to the Rapid City Central Cobblers in 4 sets. Cobblers sitting at 6-4. Real quick down on the floor right now, 26-25. Pierre Governors trying to win this match. They're going to have to wait a couple extra points. It's now tied at 26 apiece. So good action taking place here between these two sophomore clubs. Again, we kind of anticipated that we would be getting into the pregame of the varsity match here, but as this one continues to go back and forth, we may be sticking around for an extra, 20 or 30 minutes. We might have an hour-long Bank West pregame show, but that serve for the Scoopers goes a bit long. Excuse me, the Spartans. I'm still thinking about Sturgis. That one goes a little bit long. So the Governors have, again, taken a 1-point lead in this second set here. The Pierre Governors did win set number 1 pretty convincingly, and they're trying to win a true battle here in set number 2, 27-26. They can win it on this point as the return comes from Spearfish and through the blocking hands of two Governors up front, and we're back to 27 apiece. So continues on. Again, let's go back to the Pierre Governors varsity schedule. They have won 2 matches on the season. Their first win of the year came against Douglas. That was 3 straight sets in a packed-out Riggs High gym. Very exciting match. 25-19 in game number 1, 25-19 in set number 2, and 25-12 in set number 3. A commanding victory there in set number 3 for the Governors against Douglas. And talking to Carrie Wheelhouse, she was mainly talking about how she wanted her team to have fun, to enjoy the experience. And, it's a long season of volleyball. They lost their first 3 matches, but it was against very good opponents. So, this is one of those things that, we always say, Rome wasn't built in a day. It's going to take some time as this return goes long for Spearfish and out the back line. So the Governors, again, leading by 1, 28-27 in this hopeful second and final set for the Pierre Governors. And again, they won last night against Sturgis Brown to get their second win of the season. In between the Douglas and Sturgis win was a loss to Mitchell in 3 straight sets, as this one goes wide, and the Governors sophomore team has won the match 29-27 in the second and final set. That was exciting. That was thrilling. And we can just only hope for the same kind of action coming here in the varsity match. Last night's win for the Pierre Governors, set number 1 was a close one, 25-23. Set number 2, another close one, 25-22. The Governors won. That set that Carrie Wheelhouse was talking about balling up, throwing away, and moving on from was set number 3. It was 25-15 as Sturgis took care of that. And you'll hear it in Carrie Wheelhouse's pregame interview. She was talking about her service, and that was something that they had keyed in on and have been keying in on all season long. They want to make sure that they are serving consistently well, and that was something that they didn't have last night. She said that in one of those sets, it was 7 straight serves that went long and were errors by the Governors. And, well, those serves, she said, weren't even close. There were some that were banging off the back padding of the gym here that reads Governors. They were that long. She said the girls were talking about the volleyballs are hard. They're hard as a rock. She said, well, just back up. Just take a couple steps back, and you should be just fine. So it was interesting to talk with her about last night's win, but a win nonetheless. After the Governors take on Spearfish here this afternoon, they will hit the road to take on Sioux Falls, Washington on the 16th. And that match will be on River 92.7 with Brian Oakland, and that'll be at Tuesday afternoon, 6:30 start time. After that, they come back home to take on Sioux Falls, Lincoln. Now, this will be an interesting test with Sioux Falls, Washington. Only 1 loss on the year for them. Sioux Falls, Lincoln at 5-3. That'll be a 6:30 match next Thursday evening here at Riggs High Gym. Sioux Falls, Lincoln sitting at 5-3. They will go on the road next Saturday afternoon to take on T-Area. Brian Oakland will have that coverage for you on River 92.7 as well. Brandon Valley will be their first match in October. That'll be October 4th. And then they've got a road game against Lenox on the 11th. They'll come back home versus Harrisburg on the 14th. And then they go on the road for 2 against Yankton on the 16th of October. A little bit of a break, and then they'll take on O'Gorman on the road on the 24th. Back-to-back matches there. They have Aberdeen Central at home on the 25th. They close out their final 3 regular season matches at home, which is a good prospect for this Pierre Governors squad. The reason I say that is, you could be, depending on how the rest of the season goes, trying to do a couple things. I'm sure at some point the Pierre Governors will get a good sense of where they sit in terms of the SODAC 16. But having those 3 final matches at home could really give you an opportunity to either get yourself into that SODAC 16 or could be to get yourself up inside that top 8. So you're hosting a SODAC 16 match here at home before everything goes neutral site. Those final 3 home games for the Pierre Governors will be against Aberdeen Central on the 25th. They'll take on Brookings on the 28th. And then to kick off November, it'll be Sioux Falls Jefferson here at home on the 4th. For the Spearfish Spartans, before we do that and get through their schedule, good crowd on hand, as we mentioned, a lot of folks still making their way out. The South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds you to slow the drive, arrive alive, you've got some place to be. And the Spearfish Spartans, who safely made the trip out here, well, they have had a pretty up and down season themselves. They currently, on the record side of things, sit at 8-5. Their match last night, we'll get to that in a moment. But they started off 2-2. They would lose to Del Rapids. Then they would win against Brookings and then lose to Watertown. They'll follow that up with a win against Huron. All of that taking place on the 30th at the Huron Invite. So it was a lot of action for this Spearfish Spartans club to get things going in the month of, let's see here, as we get back, going back to August, early August, or actually late August is when that Huron Invite was. Sorry, folks, looking at the scheduling here has got it all mixed up. But late August was that Huron Invite. Then they opened up the month of September, going 3-1 in the first couple days as they had that Gillette Invitational. In between that, they won against Hill City. They took that 2-0. And then at the Gillette Invitational, they would lose to Douglas. They would lose to Cheyenne Central, would win against Cheyenne Central, and then they would take care of Scottsbluff. So getting an opportunity to play some teams that you don't normally play at that Gillette Invitational was a good prospect for the Spearfish Spartans volleyball squad. They would lose to Laramie. They would beat Scottsbluff again, and then they would win against Rapid City Christian. They would follow that up with 2 wins, actually. They take on Rapid City Christian again on the road. Good match there. Took all 5 sets, and that was on the 9th. And then last night, losing to Aberdeen Central in 5 sets. And that brings us here this afternoon to their road game against the Pierre Governors. All right, well, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk to head coach Carrie Wheelhouse about what she wants to see out of her team, kind of the rhythm of this season, how they've gotten to this point. We'll introduce you to the starting lineups. We'll meet our officials here this evening. Oh, I should say this afternoon. It's still only 12:30, but we'll get things going here for you momentarily. It's got that primetime feel here inside Riggs High Gym. We'll take a quick 3-minute break. When we come back, we'll get to all of that and so much more in our Bank West pregame show. You're listening live ahead of the Pierre Governors and the Spearfish Spartans on River 92.7 and streaming on drgnews.com.
There when you need them the most. Bank West Insurance agents Sam Kenneke and Angie Taylor are here to make your life easier.
As an independent agency, we're able to customize an insurance plan to fit your individual needs.
We work with dozens of companies to find you the best possible coverage and the best price.
For your insurance needs, contact Sam or Angie at Bank West Insurance in Pierre. Bank West, convenient, connected, committed. Insurance products are not deposits, not FDIC insured, not insured by any federal agency, not guaranteed by any bank, and may go down in value.
I'm Scott Nye. As a coach for the Pierre Governors, I know a winning game plan is crucial. When it comes to your finances, you deserve one too. At New Edge Advisors, our name is new, but our commitment to you isn't. We're the same trusted team you've known, and we've expanded our playbook of resources to help you plan for retirement, manage investments, and protect your future. Let's build the strategy that gets your financial future into the end zone.
Securities offered through LPL Financial. Member FINRA SIPC. Advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC is a separate entity from LPL Financial.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building, the garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
At Avera Orthopedics, we're transforming pain into possibility every day. Whether you're chasing a personal best or simply want to enjoy life to the fullest, our specialized care is designed to help you feel better and stronger. We're here for you. No referral needed. Trust Avera Orthopedics to unlock a world of endless possibilities. Visit avera.org/orthopedics and start your journey from pain to possibility today.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? LiveTicket.tv has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages starting at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE, extension 2. That's 833-605-5483, extension 2. And punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it in time for this game. See live and archive video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota High School Sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app. Download it now from the App Store or Google Play.
Welcome back into the Bank West pregame show. Pierre Governors and Spearfish Spartans getting set to go down on the floor. We welcome you back into the broadcast booth here at Riggs High Gym. Good Saturday afternoon for some volleyball. We were treated to an exciting match before as the Pierre Governors took it in 2 sets, but it was took a lot of extra points and a good fight there by the Spartans in that sophomore match. You were leading or trailing by 7. Came all the way back to tie it up, force it to some extra points, but the Governors got it done. Hoping for the same drama here in the varsity match, which is less than 10 minutes away from getting underway. Now let's get to our keys to success. Before we do that, let's hear a word from our friends who sponsor our keys to success at Central Dakota Eye Care.
Did you know 16 million Americans suffer from dry eye? Hi, this is Dr. Nick Marso of Central Dakota Eye Care. Along with providing comprehensive eye exams evaluating vision and health of your eyes, we now offer IPL dry eye treatments. OptiLight IPL is a new, innovative light therapy treatment for dry eye and is FDA approved. Also available at our clinic are dry eye products and supplements. Call us today, 224-6128, for more information and to schedule an appointment. Central Dakota Eye Care, 640 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Better vision for a great life.
Here with Coach Carey Wheelhouse down on the floor before the match. Coach, you and I were just talking about how exciting, while a little bit quiet because football was on the road, but this place was. But you guys got the win last night. Very exciting match, a lot of close sets. Throwing that third set out the window. But how do you feel like your team and your squad is playing right now?
Yeah, it was a good crowd for, football being on the road that took a lot of people to Watertown. But we still had a really good crowd, which is always exciting for our girls to see, especially have a Friday night game and see that. Use the energy of the crowd and get excited for it. They played really, really well. They played hard, didn't get down on themselves when we were behind a couple times, let our third set kind of get away from us, but came right back in that fourth set, climbed out of a hole in that fourth set and really pushed the pedal down and got it done.
4 sets, late night, quick turnaround around on Saturday. What's your message to your girls about staying fresh, staying energized? Because there seems like there's sure a lot of energy on the floor right now.
Yeah, actually, we kind of like these games that are back-to-back close, and because then you can't really think too much about it. And that's sometimes our problem is we get to overanalyzing and thinking too much about the game. So this is getting us right back on the court, fix some of those mistakes, try a couple new things again, and just get back to playing the game of volleyball.
Last time I was here was with you against Douglas, and you told me the message to your girls was, let's go have some fun. Seems like they've been having some fun over the past week.
Yeah, that's, they're playing a game that they all love, and we've got to keep that in mind when we go out there. And sometimes we think and try too hard. And so the message is, go out there, play the game like I know they can play, and have some fun with it, and still enjoy the game of volleyball.
For those that have not watched any Pierre Governor volleyball this season that are going to be tuning in today, a couple names they should look out for.
Definitely, we've got some good outsides with Paige Sporer. Allie Keys is moving back to the outside. She ran some middle for us last night. And then Sloan Waldron playing around has got setting really good, and so does Molly Olson. I mean, they're doing a tremendous job.
The 1-2 punch of Hadley Hart and Sloan Waldron seems like a pretty dangerous. It's got to feel pretty good when you've got those two coming up to service back to back.
Yeah, last night our serves, we really, really, really struggled with our serves. And so hopefully we get that adjusted for today and can get some more of those aces rolling.
Best of luck, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you.
Big thanks to Carey Wheelhouse for spending a couple minutes with us down on the floor before her match gets underway here in about 5 minutes' time. Now let's take a moment to introduce you to the starting lineups. Before we do that, we'll hear a word from our friends at Envirotech.
Envirotech makes life a little bit simpler. No matter what the circumstances, no matter what is handed to you, Envirotech has you covered. One call is all it takes to have easy setup, easy pickup, and easy payment. Call Envirotech at 224-4804 or use their website to pay your bill online at envirotechwaste.com. Use the mobile app Waste Connect. Check their website or receive a robocall for collection schedule due to weather or holidays. Envirotech has you covered.
And our starting lineups sponsored by Envirotech will be for the Spearfish Spartans, the visiting Spartans, Faith Hoffman, Adeline Bowman, Callie Reiners, Avery Peterson, Mia Dirtle, Tabitha Sandstra, Liliana Sadowski, and Caitlin Wheaton. And those will be some of those names get rotated in. Obviously, we'll only see 6 out there, but a couple extra names that we'll be seeing get some action here tonight. They are led by head coach Shelby Richards. And that is Shelby with an IE, a little bit unique. I've got a sister named Shelby. She also says IE, and Shelby and I down on the floor for the Spearfish Spartans shared a laugh. She's like, I only know a few. Maybe just one or two other folks with the IE on the back end. I said, well, now you know 3. For the Pierre Governors starting today, they are led by head coach Carrie Wheelhouse. We'll see Molly Olson, Allie Keys, Hadley Hart, Sloan Waldron, Lola Keenholz, Marina Bushbaum, and Addison Novotny. Now, with both of these teams, obviously, when they're on service, they'll have one player in. When they're returning, a separate player will be in as well. So we'll get to see some of those names kind of rotate in and rotate out. But should be an exciting matchup, and hoping that the Pierre Governors can carry some of this momentum that they have found here in the past couple matches. Obviously, you take that Mitchell match out of it. When they went on the road and lost in 3 straight sets, you just try to hope they can capture some of what they had against Douglas and some of what they had against Sturgis last night. You know, in that 4-set win, it was a lot of close sets, but they won those sets that were close. And I think that's a big key for Carrie Wheelhouse and her squad. When you're getting in these tight nip and tuck sets within a match, trying to come out on top of those, trying to close them out, that is a big key. And that says a lot about you as a team, your ability to close out those close ones towards the end, play in a close match. You know, the momentum can shift one way, and, certainly using the crowd and the momentum there to your advantage. So we hope for some of the same for the Pierre Governors here this afternoon. All right, let's introduce you to our game officials. Before we do that, we'll hear a word from the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
And our officials today, sponsored by South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection, will be Joseph Kenofchensky and Leanne Schleckaway. 2 great officials. Big thanks to them for spending their Saturday afternoon with us, trying to keep things between the white lines. And the SDHSAA is always looking for more great officials. If you've thought about getting involved, well, now is the time. You can go ahead and get yourself registered, get yourself signed up. I always say it, there's no better state to get yourself into officiating than right here in South Dakota. We're getting set for our Comtech tip-off here in less than a minute. So we'll hear a word from Comtech on the end of this next break. When we come back, we'll have action for you after the national anthem here at Riggs High Gym. It's the Pierre Governors. It's the Spearfish Spartans. It's Saturday afternoon volleyball on River 92.7.
Comtech has your technology solutions. Check out their showroom located right off the truck route on Irwin Street. Come in and see what you've been missing. A large selection of TVs, sound systems, and smart speakers, PCs, desktops, and tablets, home and business security and telecommunication systems. Comtech is your all-in-one solution for any technology needs. Wishing all athletes the best of luck in today's competition. Comtech. Come see what you've been missing.
And we're getting set for our ComTech tip-off, which is just a couple moments away. The Pierre Governors are in their home greens with Pierre across the chest in white, numerals in black, outlined in white. The Spearfish Spartans are in their Rodin Maroons with Spartans in gray across the back chest, the back nameplate. On their chest are their numerals in gray. They've also got their Spartans logo on the left shoulder. We're going to step away here while they introduce the starting lineups, and we'll get our national anthem. When we come back, it's time for our ComTech tip-off here on River 92.7 and streaming on drgnews.com.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance, Life Mutual, Standard of Ohio and Wisconsin Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Call the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, LLC, with offices in Pierre, Oneida, and Gettysburg.
Superior Concrete is proud to sponsor the Governors this season and just as proud to offer the finest concrete solutions available for commercial and residential applications as well as foundation and flat work. The bottom line, if you need anything done with concrete, we can do it. Superior Concrete. Give us a call today for an estimate or more information. That's Superior Concrete. Find us on Facebook or call the office at 605-494-0102. That's 494-0102. Call today.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre is here for you. They make it easy when looking for a new vehicle, getting all available vehicle information so you can spend less time researching and more time enjoying your purchase. Shop their extensive inventory from home at CapitalCityFordToyota.com or stop into Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota, 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Count on them for all your service needs with convenient scheduling and in-stock parts. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre, 605-224-7378.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to DakotaStormRoofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
Fall sports are here, and Beck Motor Company is proud to cheer on our local athletes. Just like teamwork on the field or court, you can count on teamwork at our dealership. Whether you're driving a new Chevy Equinox, a tough Chevy Silverado, or keeping your current ride in top shape with our service department, Beck Motor Company is here for all your automotive needs. Good luck to all our hometown teams this season. From your friends at Beck Motor Company, we're making a great deal better. www.beckmotors.com, 605-224-5912. Century Business Products is a proud provider of the most reliable Kyocera copiers and printers to the Pierre School District. Backed by 5-time nationally awarded Kyocera servicing team. Are you looking to control color cost? Looking to reduce printers? Are you looking for more efficient ways to scan documents? Or maybe you'd like to become more paperless? Look no further than your local Century Business Products. Call 800-529-1950 and see how they're powering business technology.
I'm Scott Nye. As a coach for the Pierre Governors, I know a winning game plan is crucial. When it comes to your finances, you deserve one too. At New Edge Advisors, our name is new, but our commitment to you isn't. We're the same trusted team you've known, and we've expanded our playbook of resources to help you plan for retirement, manage investments, and protect your future. Let's build the strategy that gets your financial future into the end zone.
Securities offered through LPL Financial. Member FINRA SIPC. Advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC is a separate entity from LPL Financial.
Back here at Rigside Gym, we're getting set for tip-off here moments away, sponsored by Comtech. The starting lineups are being announced down on the floor as I lose my headset and all the excitement. Hello, everybody. Justin Cowart welcoming you back into the broadcast booth as we are getting set now. Governors, as we mentioned, in their home greens, the Spearfish Spartans in their road maroons. Again, it's Faith Hoffman, Addie Bowman, Callie Reiners, Avery Peterson, Mia Dirtle, Tabitha Sandstra for the Spearfish Spartans, as we just make sure that our score sheets are all set to go. The final cheer is set for the Governors. Good crowd on hand. The student section is shown out tonight. I keep saying tonight. It's this afternoon, but it's got the prime time feel here in Rigside Gym. The student section is wearing their hunting gear today. We can see a lot of burnt orange, a lot of camouflage. I can hardly see them over there. As we are set for the Comtech tip-off, the Governors will be serving to start, and a serve that sends to the back line for Avery Peterson, pushed across, but into the net by Liliana Sadowski, and it's quickly 1-0 Governors off the serve from Sloan Waldron. That is the key for the Govs, is making sure that they've got their service on point. Sloan Waldron, one of the key servers, sends a beauty side spinner into the arms of Mia Dirtle, pushed back across there by Addie Bowman. Swung by the Govs, blocked down and out of play. Allie Keys with the kill for the Governors, and it's 2-0. And I think it's big for this Pierre Governors squad and Kerry Wheelhouse to remember that it is a long season. Another good serve here by Sloan Waldron. Return, but too long on the kill attempt there from Addie Bowman. At this point, we're about, I would say, 33, 35% through, getting close to that midway point on the season for the Governors. Obviously started 0-3 against some really good talent, as this one is just a bit long for Waldron. And that'll turn the serve back over to Spearfish. Callie Reiners will take the first serve here for the Spartans, making sure that they've got the score correct. We'll be bringing you scores all afternoon on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard. Reiners waiting patiently to serve here. 3-1 Governors lead here in set number one. Reiners still waiting, still haven't gotten the score correct. They've got it correct on our Gales Gas Service scoreboard. Left-handed serve by Reiners, dug out nicely by the Govs, floated softly across. Returned here, blocked at the net. Good kill there from Caitlin Wheaton. Wheaton, one of the taller, maybe the tallest player out on the floor today, standing at 6'1". She's the only 6-footer for the Spartans. As this serve goes long for Callie Reiners, 4-2 rather, the lead for the Govs. So we get our first look at Alexis Schleckaway to check in here. Schleckaway will do the serving from the near side. If you're watching on drgnews.com, you know that the Govs are attacking from your left to right. If you're listening on the radio, it's from your right to left, as this one is deflected out of play by the Governors, 4-3. And on the serve will be Addie Bowman. Julia Billington also checking in. She's close to 6 feet. She's at 5'11", and while she might have grown an inch or two since they took that measurement, as this serve is an ace for Bowman. Couldn't be played cleanly there by Hadley Hart. And we're tied at 4. Probably feel like this is going to be the theme for most of this match. I'll be surprised if this thing went 3 sets one way or the other. Two really evenly matched teams. As the kill is dug out beautifully by Hadley Hart. Excuse me, that was Schleckway on the dig. The kill was successful by the Spartans on the return, but I got to give credit to Alexis Schleckway for being able to even dig that out off the kill from Sadowski. Serve goes along the back line, and they're going to say it hit the line, so the ace is true for Addie Bowman, and Spearfish is ahead 6-4. Spearfish played a lot of volleyball this season, played in a couple invitationals. Got more experience in the 2025 campaign than the Governors, leading 6-4 here. Good point working, returning by the Spartans. Kill coming for Billington, and it's a beautiful kill, and it couldn't be dug out by Schleckway. It's a 3-point lead for the Spartans. Shelby Richards, Spearfish head coach, loving that. Still on the serve for the Spartans is Addie Bowman. Clips the top of the net on its way across. Dug out by the Governors and swung back the Spartans' direction. Kill coming in. Dug out by the Govs. Pushed across over the top of the net, but couldn't get it through. Looked like Caitlin Wheaton for the Spartans was able to elevate that tall 6'1" frame and dump it in on the Governor's side. It's now the biggest lead for Spearfish here today, 8-4. Fight at the net, but a net violation against the Spartans will give the Governors the point and stop the bleeding there on that long service by Addie Bowman. Hadley Hart will serve here for the Govs. We were talking to Carrie Wheelhouse about the 1-2 punch as that serve clips the top of the net, dug out beautifully by Bowman, pushed back across the Governor's direction. Midway point and a little bit of communication error between the Governors. Schleckway was trying to field the swing from Sloan Waldron, and Carrie Wheelhouse has seen enough in this 9-5 deficit. She's going to take a Coca-Cola bottling timeout here. 9-5, Spearfish leads. We'll be back in 30 seconds with the continuance of set number 1 right here on River 92.7.
Smart grocery shopping.
2023 Lincoln Navigator at Capital City Ford in Lincoln. Every time you approach your Lincoln, you'll receive a recarpet welcome. Twin turbocharged 3.5 V6 engine with auto start stop technology. You'll travel confidently with technology that meets all your needs. Now you can get the 2023 Navigator for 5.9% at 72 months. Stop in to see the full vehicle lineup at Capital City Ford in Lincoln. Capital City Ford in Pierre, South Dakota.
Futures
Welcome
aren't
back
made
to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union press box. Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Bottling timeout. We welcome you back to Riggs High Gym. I'm Justin Cowarts. On this Saturday afternoon, the Spearfish Spartans have kind of stepped down and taken over the control of this first set. They lead 9-5. Still on the serve, it's Liliana Sadowski. Her first serve will be returned by the Govs, dug out by Callie Reiners. Pushed across with the right hand of Caitlin Wheaton. Kill blocked at the net. Dug out. Diving save by Callie Reiners. Point still being saved by the Pierre Governors. Helter-skelter taking place down here during this point. Pushed across. Unable to get the momentum on it that she needed was Caitlin Wheaton. It was blocked at the net by the Govs, and they trail by 3. It's 9-6 Spearfish. And on the serve will be Molly Olson. Couple of Dairy Queen Blizzards being eaten behind the Governor bench. Didn't realize they had time to get all the way over to the DQ. Net violation against the Spearfish Spartans gives the Governors their 7th point of the set. And it's 9-7. Governors still trailing. It's been kind of, in that Douglas match, it was a lot of back and forth. There was really no huge leads or separations by either team. As this kill is into the net and back the other direction for Caitlin Wheaton. Molly Olson's been on a strong serve here. They now trail by 1. She's cut the deficit down from a 4-point block of points down to just 1. 9-8. Olson trying to tie. Kill dug out by Allie Keys. And now killed, but just a bit long there on the far side by Sloan Waldron. She had the third touch, and she just put a little bit too much power behind it, bounced in front of the Spearfish bench, so the Govs aren't able to tie it up on the serve. And that'll be the Spartans' libero, Faith Hoffman, trying to extend this 2-point lead, 10-8. Pretty manageable serve and a kill with a lot of intent behind it for Sloan Waldron from the near side, absolutely pounding that one into the back line. Allie Keys will check back in. Now serving is Paige Sporer for the Governors, sporting that right knee brace. Never could understand how athletes could perform with a knee brace like that. Great kill there from Julia Billington, right past Paige Sporer along that back line. Billington and Caitlin Wheaton are a dominant force at the net for the Spearfish Spartans. 5'11", 6'1". They've got a great feel for the game. They lead 11-9. And now right on cue, Julia Billington, the sophomore at 5'11", will serve for Spearfish. See how quickly she gets up to that front line. She'll stay along the back line, returned at the net by the Govs. Here's the swing from the Spartans. Tipped along the back line and out of play. Lola Keenholtz had no option but to try to play that. It would have been close if she had let that go. Not sure if that one would have clipped that white line or not, but she erred on the side of caution, but just couldn't handle it. 12-9 Spearfish. Killed at the net. Beautifully done by Sloan Waldron. She was right in the middle of the floor at the net, hopped up and just kind of used her peripheral vision to find an open spot on the floor. She didn't kill it with much pace, but she dropped it in perfectly. The perfect placement of the kill makes it 10-12. Governors on the serve, trailing by 2. Flat-footed right-handed serve here for the Governors. That was Hannah Eads, and the kill comes through past a diving Lola Keenholtz along the near side. Spearfish doing a good job of maintenance here against this Governors squad. You know, the Governors will have shown a couple times here in this first set, even when they get down by a few points, they're able to fight back and make it close again, but Spearfish never letting them get back out in front. But this is a good start for the Governors. It's Allie Keys with the kill. That's her second kill of this first set. 2 for Sloan Waldron as well. It'll be Sloan Waldron with the serve here. 13-11. Governors trailing first set. So important in these tight matches. This one takes a little walk across the top of the net. Stays alive. Popped third touch kill. Beautifully done by Addie Bowman. Nothing that the Governors could have done about that one. Addie Bowman was set up perfectly by her teammate. It looked like it was set up by Callie Reiners down there along that net line. And now Reiners will serve, leading by 3. Dumped in, pushed across by the Governors. Here comes another setup from Reiners. This time the kill was done by Sadowski along the back line. Somehow saved by Sloan Waldron. She was running away from the net. Just kind of threw her version of a backhanded overhead Hail Mary. It was a great save. The Governors couldn't get the point, as another kill for the Spartans makes it 15-11. The 4th kill of the afternoon for Addie Bowman. She's got the most of either team. Slow floating serve is dug out. Pancake by Hadley Hart. Swung across by the Governors. Killed again beautifully by Caitlin Wheaton. And Wheaton is making the Governors living a nightmare over there. She's got a big smile on her face, understandably so. They lead 16-11. She's got 3 kills. Third touch after the serve. Pushed across here by Allie Keys. Up at the net is Callie Reiners. Kill is blocked, but pushed across somehow by the Spartans. Down on the floor with Sadowski. And the kill comes through, and who else but Caitlin Wheaton. Tell you what, the Governors are throwing everything they can at this Spearfish Spartan squad, and Spearfish just seems to have an answer for it every single time. 17-11 Spartan lead. Left-handed serve for Callie Reiners. Third touch on the kill. Blocked at the net beautifully. It's Liliana Sadowski and Caitlin Wheaton. We'll see who they give it to. Wheaton has got 4 kills. Addie Bowman's got 4, 18-11. Spearfish make it 19-11. The kill for Addie Bowman, and they're pouring it on, and it looks like Carrie Wheelhouse wants a Coca-Cola bottling timeout. We'll take it with her. We'll be back in 30 seconds. 19-11. Spearfish Spartans leading in set 1 here on a Saturday afternoon at Riggs High Gym on River 92.7.
Hag Eggs.
They're dreamt, they're planned, they're discovered. At Northern State University, futures are the result of hard work and grit. NSU is an academic powerhouse with a spirit of exploration and genuine support, where professors know your name and push you to discover what you're truly capable of. But don't take our word for it. When you experience Northern, you'll see the difference here.
The best back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union press box. Owyhee
Governors, hello everybody. I'm Justin Cowart, welcoming you back in on this Saturday afternoon. A little overcast. Hey, for all I know, it could be raining out there right now, but it's raining points for the Spearfish Spartans. They lead 19-11. Carrie Wheelhouse with a couple of words of wisdom for her team in that Coca-Cola bottling timeout, trying to manufacture a comeback here if they can get it, but they got to get back on serve. Not going to start on this point. Sadowski and Wheaton there for the block at the net again, and it's 20-11. Spartans team is on a run right here. It was 13-11 when the Spartans took over the serve, and now it's 21-11. Callie Reiners is just ripping off some service points here. 21-11, 10-point lead for the Spartans, and it's looking like they're going to take set 1. Reiners another soft serve. Sliding dig by Lola Keenholz. Blocked at the net by Addie Bowman. Another kill for Bowman. 5. She's got 2 aces here in set number 1. Spearfish now 2 points away off the ace that went off the hands there of Hadley Hart. That is the second ace of the set for Callie Reiners. 23-11. Serve is played by Bushbaum. Pushed across, dumped in, kept alive by the Governors near side. Hadley Hart over the head. It was actually Allie Keys who swung it across. Long kill for Bowman. Bounces way past the back line. Didn't get enough downward trajectory on that one. It's the first point in a long time for the Pierre Governors. They still trail by 11, 23-12 on our Gales Gas Service scoreboard. Alexis Schleckaway on the serve. Barely gets to press to top the net. Pushed across here by Wheaton. Swung, Bushbaum, killed, bit too long for Marina Bushbaum, and a wise play there along the back line for number 6, Avery Peterson of the Spearfish Spartans. She just ducked out of the way. Saw it coming, knew that one was going to be long, said, I'm going to squat down, let this thing sail. It's 24-12, and the Spearfish Spartans and Addie Bowman are one serve away from taking a commanding set number 1. Swung across, saved along the back line by Bowman. Set up on the kill for Billington. Dug out beautifully by Hadley Hart. Midway between the back line and the net, it's swung across by the Governors. Here comes the kill attempt, and successfully done by Caitlin Wheaton. And they take set number 1 at 25-12. So a lot to figure out for Carrie Wheelhouse after that first set. We'll let her get to it. We'll be back in 60 seconds with set number 2 on River 92.7.
Taking care of your vehicle since
Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramcota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramcota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
With our new online loan application, you can go to our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. We make getting loan approval fast and easy. Our local lenders are available to assist you if you have any questions. We make it pain-free to get that loan you've been wanting. We're an equal housing lender. Owyhee Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union since 1955. Federally insured by NCUA.
Get your sprayer. Welcome back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union press box. Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Set number 2, Justin Cowart here. It was a dominant set number 1 for the Spearfish Spartans as they took it 25-12, and it was the strong play up front by Liliana Sadowski, Julia Billington, and Caitlin Wheaton. Mainly Billington and Wheaton, who are the 2 tallest Spearfish Spartans, standing at 6'1" and 5'11". They have just been dominant up front at the net, and that's one of those things that can be dangerous for the Pierre Governors that really don't have a ton of size up front. They've got a lot of great players that, great servers, but it's that action at the net where it's really hard to keep it away. Spearfish has done a really nice job setting up their 2 tall players up front, and it really paid off for them there in the first set. Now, this was interesting how the first set kind of played out. The Governors took an early 3-0 lead. Spearfish got back on the serve. Pierre Governors continued to play well in the early going, but it was quickly turned around as the Spearfish Spartans got control. They got their footing, and they just kind of flexed their muscles towards the end. So 25-12 was the score of the game, set number 1 of this best-of-5 match on our Gales Gas Service scoreboard. They had a Go Big Red chant going on over behind the Spearfish bench, so the Pierre Governors, a little fan section behind their bench, mainly made up of their sophomore, 10th, and JV squads, have their Go Big Green chant going. So it's a dueling chant here in the Pierre Governors student section, who's sat down in their hunting gear. Hunting season coming right around the corner. All the Pierre Governors student section is ready to go. Set number 2 is underway, and it starts with a Callie Reiner serve. We'll see if the Governors can get things sorted out here. As the kill comes across, beautifully done by Addie Bowman. It was off the forearms of Hadley Hart. It's been a couple times that Hadley Hart has had some difficulty fielding some kills from Spearfish. That's the 6th kill for Addie Bowman. Spearfish leading 1-0. Molly Olson trying to push it across. Got it over to Sloan Waldron, who swung it with her right hand. Kill coming through. Another beautiful kill by number 16, Caitlin Wheaton. Having a field day out there. Her 6th kill of the match. Caitlin Wheaton's going to get up into double-digit kills maybe in this set alone. But an errant serve there by Callie Reiners makes it 2-1. So it'll be Sloan Waldron serving here for the Governors. Waldron with a couple dribbles along that back line. 3-step approach, hops, serves, and dug out by Hoffman on the first touch. Kill comes through, but a net violation, but it goes against the Governors. And it's 3-1, Spearfish, and they will be back on the serve. It'll be Addie Bowman. Julia Billington will check in. Out comes Avery Peterson, and now you've got Julia Billington and Caitlin Wheaton up front for you if you're Spearfish, and the Governors, well, they get a gift given by Addie Bowman, a service error. That one goes a bit long, an issue that the Governors had yesterday evening, I should say, and their win against Sturgis. Hadley Hart with the left-handed serve, setting up the kill at the net. Collision between Hadley Hart and Alexis Schleckway. They're up. Good to see them up. But as that was all taking place, Julia Billington dropped a beautiful kill right in front of the Governors' front line. It's 4-2 Spearfish. Sadowski now to serve for the Spartans. Killed first touch there by Callie Reiners. Swung across, lowly lofted across the net, and a diving Hadley Hart couldn't get to it in time. Perfectly placed on kind of a difficult swing there for the Spartans. That was just kind of an underhanded swipe, and it just barely got enough trajectory to get up and over the net. Spearfish leading by 3. 5-2 is the score. And the kill gets through the hands of Paige Sporer And Allie Keys, another kill by Caitlin Wheaton, her 7th of the match. Addie Bowman's got 3. Allie Keys and Sloan Waldron for the Pierre Governors with 2 kills apiece. Spartans setting up the kill for Tabitha Sandstra. And that one is successful yet again. The return went underneath the net. The diving attempt by Sloan Waldron was a good effort, but it's 7-2 Spearfish. And again, they've got their grips all over this set number 2, much like they did towards the end of set number 1. Spartans setting up Wheaton again, and another successful kill for Caitlin Wheaton. 8-2 Spearfish. I think Carrie Wheelhouse knew this was going to be a difficult proposition with Billington and Wheaton up front. I don't know if she knew it would be this difficult. Billington with a soft dump in. Swung and sent back across. A beautiful kill there for Paige Sporer to cut off the momentum, shut off the valve, and bring it back to the Governors serve. 8-3 is the deficit for the Governors, and Paige Sporer will be on for the service. And that's into the net for a service error. I was just about to say, Carrie Wheelhouse talked about how the serving was not where it needed to be in their match yesterday. They especially had bad luck in set number 3, the only one they lost to Sturgis. This one will be sent across by Faith Hoffman. And a beautiful touch there by Tabitha Sandstra. So it was returned by Marina Bushbaum. And we've got a Coca-Cola bottling timeout. I'll finish my thought after this 30-second break. It's 10-3 Spearfish leads in set number 2. They lead the match 1-0. We'll be back after this short break on River 92.7.
First to come. Rosenberg Implements Service Department Winterization Special going on now. Through October 31st, bring in your John Deere self-propelled sprayer and get discounted labor and parts rates, only $650. And that includes genuine John Deere winterization fluid for protection down to minus 40 degrees. But hurry, this offer must be completed and by October 31st, 2025 to qualify. Stop by Rosenberg Implement and see your service or parts manager today for complete details.
What if we said...
Back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union press box.
Spearfish Spartans leading in set number 2 on our Gales Gas Service scoreboard. Hello, everybody. I'm Justin Cowart, welcoming you back here into the press booth overlooking Riggs High Gym. It has been a commanding start for the Spearfish Spartans out of the Coca-Cola bottling timeout. Spartans still on the serve. It's Faith Hoffman, the team's libero, who's currently got the hot hand. See if she can keep it going for the Spearfish Spartans as that one is past Marina Bushbaum off her forearms, just barely deflected it. And that's what caused it to go long. There was a bit of confusion there for a split second on if Marina touched that ball or if that was a long serve. And, well, they are going to say that she did not touch that ball. Okay. Interesting. Molly Olsen now on the serve. Governors will take it. Now 10-4 the deficit. I thought for sure that Marina touched that ball on its way by. Officials say no. Kill is blocked at the net from Billington. Kept alive by the Spartans. Dumped in. Saved by Hadley Hart. Swung back across by the Governors. Nice dig there by Hart. Here comes another kill attempt and a successful one at that for Julia Billington. And it's 11-4. I'm really impressed. It's the work that Julia Billington and Caitlin Wheaton have done about halfway through this match has been really impressive, but it's been the setup by her teammates, both of their teammates, that's been so dominant. Kill attempt blocked back down. Addie Bowman and Tabitha Sandstra there for the block at the net. Earns them another point. Commanding lead continues. 12-4 Spearfish on to serve as Billington. Billington with a beauty. Dug out, but into the net. Great effort play there from Lola Keenholz. Tough to get that one up high enough when you're sliding to your left down across the hardwood. 13-4 Spearfish. So that'll go for an ace for Billington. Nice swing there by the Spartans on the return. Popped up. It does get across, but it barely clips the post on top of the net for Alexis Schleckaway. So it'll be another point for the Spartans. It's a 10-point lead now, 14-4. And this into the net for Billington. Cuts the deficit to 9, but man, tell you what, Spearfish gets on some of these runs and they win a couple points. The next thing you know, you look up and it's a double-digit deficit for the Pierre Governors. That's the way it's been here through sets number 1 and 2. Allie Keys on to serve, and that one is dumped back in off the return from Spearfish. A nice job there by Alexis Schleckaway. Addison Novotny in the area as well. 14-6, the Governors now trailed. Service dug out by Faith Hoffman. Swung across, blocked at the net, but out of play. A good kill from Addie Bowman. It was really interesting watching the Spartans warm up. Just had so much command, so much oomph and juice behind their kills. You're just watching them during the warm-up, and you're thinking to yourself, I do not want to be on the other end. Rotation violation against the Governors, and it's another point for the Spartans, and now Carrie Wheelhouse will get her explanation. 16-6 is the score. Spartans extended back to double digits, 10-point lead, and now they're sorting out the Governors' setup here. Carrie Wheelhouse telling everybody where they need to be. Alexis Schleckaway, Hadley Hart, and Addison. That's actually Lola Keenholz along that back line. And that serve into the net. So the Governors will take that service error, cut it back to a 9-point deficit, 16-7, and on to serve is Alexis Schleckaway. Schleckaway approaches. Swings across. Faith Hoffman digs it out, kind of the wrong direction that she wanted, but it was kept alive by Callie Reiners. Here comes the kill, and that was great work by the Pierre Governors. The Spartans got a little bit discombobulated, and the Governors took advantage of it. And it was Addison Novotny who got the kill, her first of the match. Second serve by Schleckaway sends the back line tracking backwards. Taylor Vito with the return. Governors looking to send it back. The third touch did not come across the net for Paige Sporer. She set up by Molly Olson, but she had to backpedal. Did Paige Sporer towards the scorer's table. Did not have a good angle to get that one up and over the net. 17-8, Spearfish back on the serve. Callie Reiner sends it across. Hadley Hart backs up. First touch there. Kill attempt blocked at the net. Great work there by Avery Rogers and Addie Bowman. A great block. And Spearfish now almost certainly on their way to a set 2 victory. Sporer with the second touch, pushed across by Olson, dug out by Hoffman, and now dumped in beautifully by Avery Rogers. That's just great vision from Rogers right there in the middle of the net. She saw 2 Governors coming up to block, dumped it to the right, their left, and it fell into the hardwood for their 19th point. We've got another Coca-Cola bottling timeout. Carrie Wheelhouse going to try to get her team back on the right track and form a comeback here. They trail 19-8. We'll see if they can do it after this 30-second break on River 92.7.
At Avera Orthopedics, we're
Lockup money. It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Welcome back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union Press Box.
It is a 19-8 lead for the Spearfish Spartans. They've already taken set number 1, 25-12, and they are cruising to a set 2 victory here. On the serve is Callie Reiners with the left hand, sends it across. Third touch by Paige Sporer, strong two-handed push across. Returned by the Spartans. Addie Bowman sends it the Governor's way. Killed at the net, beautifully done. Almost a net violation, but not to be so. Sloan Waldron gets the kill. And a timeout taken. So they can substitute out for the Spartans. That's Addie Bowman coming out. Checking in is Taylor Burry. The official's got to get his markings down correctly. Still a 10-point deficit, 19-9. But if you're going to chip away and come back in this set, too, and pull off a miracle comeback here, that's the way to start it. As the serve is returned on the first touch, some miscommunication there by the Governors between Marina Bushbaum and Sloan Waldron, but they do get it across. Bushbaum a little bit too high for her on the return. Couldn't get all of it, but she does get it back the Spartans' direction. Kill coming through there for Wheaton, kept alive by the Governors and dumped in by Paige Sporer. Hadley Hart also there in the vicinity, but they're going to give Sporer the kill, her second of the match, and it's 19-10 Governors trail. Hadley Hart will serve. A beauty, dug out by Vito. Kill, successful. Avery Rogers again. It's been a tough proposition for Hadley Hart fielding some of these kills. It's 20-10 Spearfish. I think Kerry Wheelhouse probably starting to think about set number 3. How do you kind of get the advantage when you start from scratch? Not to say that they can't come back, but it is a tall mountain to climb, and it's going to make it even taller. Another ace, Taylor Burry. It was first touched by Hadley Hart, but she couldn't deflect it in the direction of any of her teammates. 21-10. Burry's second serve fielded by Hart. Sloan Waldron gets over to it, somehow pushed across by Bushbaum. Good opportunity for the Spartans. They make the most of it. It's a kill for Billington, and they're 3 points away from winning set number 2 and taking a commanding lead in this match. Third serve here by Burry. That's a bit long. But the Spartans still out in front by 11. Your Governor's looking for a Rounds Financial Services right on the money highlight. We'll see if they can get one here. Turn dug out. Bushbaum with the left-handed push. Third touch coming. They're going to get it for Caitlin Wheaton. Left-handed dump. Beautifully done there by Marina Bushbaum. Marina Bushbaum with our Rounds Financial Services right on the money highlight with the left-handed dig. Gets it to clip the top of the net and somehow drop in. Rounds Financial Services, where your money works for you. OSAIC Wealth Member SIPC. There's another Rounds Financial Services right on the money highlight. Hadley Hart right on the money with that serve. Gets the ace and makes it 22-13. See if she can continue cutting into this deficit. Oh, what a dig there from Faith Hoffman. Came flying in to keep this point alive. Governors will push. Faith Hoffman setting up Wheaton. Wheaton with the two-handed swing. Push the direction of Paige Sporer. Deflected at the net. Pancake save. Not going to be completed for the Spartans. There's a little bit of life, a little heartbeat here for the Pierre Governors, trailing 22-14. This was a 12-point deficit at one point. Still a lot of ground to make up if you're the Governors, but they're keeping it alive. A nice dig. Not to be for Alexis Schleckaway. She got it across, but it landed out of bounds right in front of the Pierre student section. So now the Spartans are 2 points away. We'll hear a word from Wealth Partners Ameriprise Financial in this pseudo halftime break. A rotation violation for the Spartans will earn the Governors their 15th point of this set, 23-15. Governors will need to go on a scoring run here. I think ideally, if you're going to come back in this set here, you need Paige Sporer on this serve to get you into the 20s, ideally. Because when the service goes back to Spearfish, they're going to be 1 point away from winning the set. So if you can get this within striking distance, you can pick up 5 or maybe 6, even 7 points in a row. I know that's asking a lot. I'm just trying to offer a way out here for the Governors. and away back into this second set. Well, then you maybe apply a little bit of pressure. Maybe you get a service error from the Spartans, and then it's back in your direction. We'll see. It'll be Paige Sporer on to serve here for the Governors. No aces for Sporer yet today. We'll see if she can find one here. It's going to be dug out by Billington, and the kill is dug out by Hadley Hart. Beautifully done by the Governors. Pushed across there by Bushbaum. Popped at the net. Wheaton with the kill. Dug out by Sporer. Third touch. Swung across by Schleckaway. Point continues on. Oh, what a kill there from Julia Billington. Absolutely textbook. And it was set up for her perfectly as she was able to carry her forward momentum up to the net. And now it's a 9-point lead again for the Spartans. 24-15. They're 1 point away from taking set number 2. And sitting and staying in the driver's seat of this match here. Faith Hoffman will send the serve across. Swung by Schleckaway. And they're going to say it hit the pole, and that is going to be the end of set number 2, 25-15. So a little bit of progress for the Governors, but they trail 2-0. We'll see if they can get back in this match after this short 2.5-minute Wealth Partners Ameriprise Financial break. Worth our pseudo halftime here of the match. 25-12, the score of set number 1. 25-15, the score of set number 2 on our Gales Gas Service scoreboard. We'll be back in 2.5 minutes with set number 3 on River 92.7.
Ameriprise Advisors can work with you.
Used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV. Think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
At Ringneck Energy, their mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of their investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida, South Dakota. Call 605-945-6900 or check ringneckenergy.com. A proud supporter of local schools and wishes all students the best of luck in all their activities during the school year, creating economic opportunities in our community.
Ready to gain an edge in your career? Tide Machinery's Service Technician Apprenticeship Program is designed for anyone wishing to become a diesel mechanic working on Case IH equipment through full-time, on-the-job training. Enjoy hands-on work experience, learn from factory-trained service experts, and apply your knowledge from school directly to your work with this unique program opportunity. Become a titan in the industry and grow with a dealership that invests in you at Tide Machinery, Highmore, Miller, and Pierre, your local Case IH dealer. Visit TitanMachinery.com/careers to learn more.
Do you have back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union press box? Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
And then see how the fourth one goes. That has been a tough task against this very dominant Spartan squad. Showing off some really dominant network up front. Sloan Waldron will be serving here to start set number 3 for the Governors. Keeping eyes on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard. First serve clips the top of the net. Kill into the net by Liliana Sadowski. And the Governors take an early 1-0 lead. It's got to feel like the Governors need a strong run here to start this set, as that's an ace for Waldron. makes it 2-0. As I was saying, you got to feel like this is a crucial way to start this set for the Governors. Create yourself a little bit of cushion. You know that Spearfish is going to get their points. But you want to make it as much of an uphill battle as possible. That will not help. Sloan Waldron sends it wide on the serve, so it's now 2-1. Spartans on the serve. It'll be Callie Reiners with the serve. Reiner's left hand sends it across, and that was tailor-made on the dig. Ellen Hart dug out the serve, but it set up Caitlin Wheaton perfectly. And Wheaton, that was kind of like a practice kill for her. Nice serve, sends the Governors towards the student section. Now swung back across, somehow kept alive by Pierre. Kill is dumped in by Bowman, kept alive there by Waldron and Ellen Hart, but the return goes a bit long. And Spearfish back out in front on our Gales Gas Service scoreboard, 3-2. Callie Reiners continues to serve for the Spartans. Played by Sporer and out of reach for Hannah Eads. There hasn't been many self-inflicted wounds by the Governors here today. It's been mostly the dominant play up front by Caitlin Wheaton and Julia Billington. Faith Hoffman gets to this one. It sends her teammate running back towards the back line, Avery Peterson. Peterson with her back turned towards the net. Couldn't get enough juice on it, and we're tied at 4. Hadley Hart on the serve. Got to keep it right around here if you're the Govs. Just keep it. You know, if you get behind, so be it, but don't get behind by 6, 8, 10 points to where you can't come back. Keep it within striking distance. They changed the score. It's 3-4 Governors trail, and the kill is true there for Addie Bowman. They get 5-3 Spartans, and Bowman will be back on the serve for Spearfish. Bowman with a couple dribbles, checking out is Avery Peterson. Oh, with a beautiful serve, downward trajectory, made that one tough to return, but a nice kill dumped across there by Allie Keys, back beyond that front line and out in front of that back line for Spearfish, and Pierre's cut it to a 1-point deficit. Paige Sporer will serve. That's kind of what we're talking about. You know, when Spearfish he gets a little bit of a lead, cut off the valve early, keep it close, give yourself a chance on the service side. Diving dig by Hadley Hart sends the back line running for Spearfish. Third touch coming across for Wheat. Dug out by Waldron. Keys setting up Hart. Hart off the net, and that is going to be a bit too low. Spearfish with a 2-point lead, 6-4. Helena Sadowski on to serve. Sanowski kind of turns sideways towards the net, left shoulder pointing the Governor's direction. Now serves. Just dug out, third touch. Blocked at the net by Caitlin Wheaton. Wow. Alexis Schleckway swung it across. Wheaton was right in her face and just kind of sent it down the elevator shaft, and it's 7-4 Spearfish. Nice serve there by Sadowski. Sent across, and the point is won by the Governors. Allie Keys with the kill. Molly Olsen will come in to serve for the Governors. 7-5. Spearfish still out in front, but the Governors keeping it close. And, you know, even if the Governors lose this third set, which they are trailing right now, but it's still early, you got to think that Carrie Wheelhouse just wants to see a competitive third set if this is indeed the final one. Third touch killed, but blocked at the net, but out of play. Great job up front by Sloan Waldron, Allie Keys and company. It was blocked by Tabitha Zandstra and Caitlin Wheaton. It was blocked out of bounds. So Molly Olsen still on the serve. Governors trailing by 1. Molly Olsen keeps it alive. Swung back across by number 8, Alexis Schleckaway. Kill blocked at the net. Running towards the student section and into the crowd goes Addie Bowman. She couldn't get to it, and we're tied at 7. So Molly Olson's had the hot hand here on the service for the Govs. We'll see if she can give Pierre the lead here in the third set. Serve dug by the Spartans. Kill is way too long for Tabitha Sandstra. 8-7, Pierre leads. Whatever Carrie Wheelhouse told her team in that Wealth Partners Ameriprise financial break has been paying off here in the early going. Wheaton's kill just a bit too long. It's 9-7 Governors. Molly Olson still on the serve. Third touch along the back line had to be sent across by Addie Bowman. Kill blocked at the net, dug out, but they're going to say it hit the hardwood, and the Governors with their largest lead here of the third set, 10-7. Molly Olson on a run right here. See if she can make it yet another point. This kill is deflected. They're going to say it is point Spartans. That was deflected at the net. I believe that was credited to Julia Billington. Billington with 6 kills, 1 ace today. Addie Bowman with 7 kills, 2 aces today. And they give that kill actually to Caitlin Wheaton, who's now got 9. Deflected at the net and out of play by the Governors. And now it's a 1-point deficit for Spearfish, and they've just kind of found themselves right back in it. Faith Hoffman on the serve. She sends it across, kind of handcuffed that back line, pushed across by the Govs. Would have been long, but it's fielded by the Spartans. Killed, dug out beautifully by Hadley Hart. Pushed back into the net, and we're tied at 10. Alexis Schleckaway couldn't get it high enough. Ten apiece, set number 3. Spartans leading 2-0 in the match. Faith Hoffman trying to give the Spartans the lead here in set number 3. Kill in there. Beautifully done. Allie Keys gets it, and now Caitlin Wheaton will check back in for Spearfish. Oh, no, she'll check back out. And checking in is Mia Dirtle. Still in is Julia Billington. Right-handed serve and an ace for Allie Keys. 12-10 Governors. Allie Keys still on the serve. And now we've got a rotation violation against the Spartans. They don't know what the call was for. 13-10 Govs. So Allie Keys picking up where Molly Olson left off. Keys serve. Dug out by Hoffman. Kill. Dug out beautifully here by the Governors. Lola Keene holds at the net. Another kill. That one out of play. Tabitha Zandstra can't believe it. She thought she caught the line. It's now the second time it's the largest lead for the Govs, 14-10. Allie Keys with the serve. Kill coming in, out of bounds. Governor Point, 15-10. So can the Governors win set number 3? Allie Keys sends Faith Hoffman to the back line, and that is another ace for Allie Keys. Timeout taken. Coca-Cola bottling timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds. 16-10. Governors lead in set 3.
Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
When life gets
Welcome
hard.
back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union Press Box. Owyhee Federal Credit
Set
Union.
number 3, a bit of a turn, and Carrie Wheelhouse is kind of implemented the momentum, gotten the best out of her team here in this third set. Kind of a far cry from a 25-12 and 25-15 loss in sets number 1 and 2. Justin Cowart welcoming you back to Riggs High Gym. Allie Keys still on the serve here for the Govs. Make it 17-10 as Spearfish has just kind of lost their way. So now it was looking like a monumental comeback for the Pierre Governors is what they needed in sets number 1 and 2. Now that's what Spearfish needs in set number 3, trailing by 7. Faith Hoffman digs the swing out. Billington with the kill. It's too long. It's 18-10 Govs. Allie Keys on fire here. It's looking like we're going to go to a fourth set. Kill blocked at the net. Pushed across by Olsen. Diving dig by Hoffman. Bowman. Kill into the net. It's 19-10. And now this will set up, if it is, a timeout taken by Spearfish. And we'll take it with them. 30-second Coca-Cola bottling timeout coming up. 19-10. Governors lead in set 3.
Hi. Too much to bear. Finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Welcome back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union Press Box. Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Hello, everybody. Justin Cowart welcoming you back into the broadcast booth here at Riggs High Gym. It certainly looked like a 3-set match is where we were headed. Spearfish commanding and controlling sets 1 and 2. But the Governors have found their momentum. Allie Keys has found a rhythm, and they lead 19-10. See if Spearfish can get back in this set. Allie Keys sending across. Billington with the kill, dug out by Keys. Sloan Waldron, excuse me, that's Addison Novotny who gets the kill, and it's 20-10 Govs. So Novotny and Allie Keys just on fire here for the Governors. It's be a huge comeback by Spearfish, and they're probably already thinking ahead to set number 4. But that kill with intent from Julia Billington catches Molly Olsen on the forearm. So Billington will now serve for Spearfish. That's her 8th kill of the day. Billington serve, clips the top of the net and falls right in front of Addison Novotny. Billington's second ace of the afternoon. Looking for a third in a row. Played up by Keenholz, blocked at the net, kept alive by Olsen. Pushed the direction of Schleckway. Swung across, played in by Sloan Waldron, bounces off the top of the net and out of play. Unfortunate bit of luck there, 20-13. Still on the serve is Billington, sends Hadley Hart back, pushed across by Schleckway. Killed at the net, and that's going to be a deflection and out of play. And now it's a 6-point deficit, 20-14 for Spearfish. They trail. They now have got the momentum. 4th straight point here for the Spartans. Billington on the serve, and that's another ace. Wow, this is quite the turn. You know, the Governors just controlled this set really from after that 6th point. It's been nothing but Pierre. Now Spearfish has something to say about that. Pushed softly across, and a beautiful job by Addison Novotny to just kind of drop it in. Really caught Spearfish guessing. They were looking to block a kill. Had to kind of shift their weight and adjust in midair. It's hard to do. 21-15. Governors out in front. Alexis Schleckway looking to put it away here for the Govs. and get this thing to a fourth set. Schleckway's serve clips the top of the net and drops in. Everything working here for the Pierre Governors in set number 3. So Schleckway still on the serve. 3 points away are the Govs from winning set number 3. We'll see if they can get it to a set number 4. Popped up and played, dumped in on the kill. Kept alive by Molly Olson. Novotny dumps it in. Faith Hoffman slides and digs it out. Allie Bowman kept alive by Sporer. Dumped in and kept alive by the Spartans. Good point taking place here. Molly Olson first touch. Sloan Waldron second touch. Sporer kill. Blocked back down and behind the Governors. Great point there by the Spartans. Great point by both teams. Now it'll be Tabitha Zanstra on the serve for Spearfish. 22-16, Spearfish trails. Zanstra with a lot of movement on her serve, and I mean movement by her body. Oh, what a diving dig by Mia Dirtle. Second touch by Reiners, pushed across by the Spartans. Sloan Waldron pushing it back in Dirtle's direction. Setting up the kill on Bowman, deflected at the net and out of play. That's point Spartan, 22-17, 5-point set. Governors just trying to white-knuckle this and hang on to the end. Zanstra with another nice serve. That just barely clips the top of the net on its way across. Sporer with the kill, deflected at the net and down out in front of Mia Dirtle. And now the Governors are 2 points away from winning set number 3. Sloan Waldron on to serve now for Pierre. 23-17 on our Gales Gas Service scoreboard. It was some great serves by Alexis Schleckway that really extended this lead out for Pierre in this third set. As this one is popped across there by Hannah Eads. Allie Bowman with the kill. That's off the arms of Schleckway and out of play, and it's back to a 5-point Spartan deficit. So they're really going to need a good string of serves here from Callie Reiners if they want any shot of staying and coming back and winning this third set. They're going to need Callie Reiners to go on kind of an Alexis Schleckway style run. Reiners' first serve softly comes across. Locked in the net, but out of play. So the Governors now 1 point away from winning set number 3. Set point here, and it'll be up to Hadley Hart to serve. So if Hadley Hart can close it out in style. Hoffman with the dig. Setting up the kill, dug out nicely by Alexis Schleckway. Cross by Eads. Sloan Waldron with the second touch, but couldn't get enough momentum to get it across the net. 24-19. Be interested to see if Shelby Richards wants to take a timeout at some point here and try to talk this over. She might be thinking, you know what? They just got the better of us in this third set. That is if it comes to an end here with Spearfish on the losing end, but not over yet. 24-20. Return was too long for the Governors. Addie Bowman serve clips the top of the net, but dug out by the Governors. Pushed up by Hoffman. Setting up the kill, and that is successful for Billington, and it's a 3-point match, set here. And there's the Coca-Cola bottling timeout, but taken by Wheelhouse. We'll be back in 30 seconds. We got a good one brewing. 24-21, Govs lead in set 3. We'll be back after this 30-second break on River 92.7.
You're walking so much better. What did you do?
Well, I got so tired of the pain and nearly fell. And one of my friends recommended physical therapy at Winter Physical Therapy. And you know what? My back also stopped hurting.
Huh. So how did you get started?
My doctor wrote me a referral, but that's not always needed. Turns out you always have a choice where you want to go.
So why did you choose Winter Physical Therapy?
I love to support our locally owned small businesses, and quite frankly, they give great personalized care.
Winter Physical Therapy. Exceptional care.
That moment.
Welcome back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union press box.
They trail the match 2-0, but they can get back in it with a win here. They are 1 point away, but Spearfish has Hattie Bowman on the serve, and they have got a little bit of momentum brewing here, but they just need one final point to get us to set number 4, and it's going to be a double touch, and Spearfish is now trailing by 2. Tell you what, backs up against the wall here for the Spartans. They know they have got to get it to 24, which will make it at least a 2-point set swing. Hoffman first touch, setting up the kill. That one's deflected but dug out by Hadley Hart. Back the other direction, Sporer sends it across. Dumped in, diving dig by Hart again. Back and forth they go. Trying to set up Wheaton. Wheaton has a block back in her direction, and the Governors win the set, 25-22. And we head to set number 4. Wow, good job by the Governors. Big sigh of relief by Carrie Wheelhouse. Set number 4 coming up here in 3 minutes on River 92.7.
Your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
For over 70 years, Pitt's Design Build has earned our reputation locally for serving communities across South Dakota. We provide design and building services for schools, hospitals, churches, commercial offices, multifamily housing, and so much more. Pitt's Design Build is conveniently located in Pierre, Mitchell, and Sioux Falls to serve you and your organization. We bring value to our clients by facilitating the design and/or construction process. Give us a call today and check us out at pittsdesignbuild.com for a free building consultation.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
DRG Media Group Sports is the official voice of the Pierre Governors.
Our hash mark over the middle and wide open at the 30-yard line. Carter shuffle by and touchdown. Here's Olsen, plenty of time, 3 seconds, gets to shoot, and it's good for 3.
From football, volleyball, and soccer to basketball, wrestling, and softball, follow the Pierre Governors on the official voice of the Govs, River 92.7, and also on the River 92.7 page of the DRG News smartphone app and drgnews.com.
Could you use some extra
back
cash?
to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union press box. Owyhee Federal
Banks charge, offering cash back to do more of what you love, and boosting convenience with extended service hours Monday through Saturday. Bank how you like, when you like, with local financial advice when you need it. Let's get started. Learn more at bhfcu.com. Stop by any BHFCU location or call us at 1-800-482-2428.
Set number 4 getting underway here. Hello, everybody. Justin Cowart bringing you coverage live from Riggs High Gym. Governors win set 3, 25-22. Spearfish won sets number 1 and 2, 25-12, 25-15. Now the Governors with a little bit of momentum trying to push it to a 5th set, but they got to win this one here. Saturday afternoon volleyball action live on River 92.7. Good point taking place on set number 1. Dumped in, but out of play by Paige Sporer, and the Spartans take an early 1-point lead. We'll have some more Pierre Governor athletic coverage for you coming up on Monday. Make-up soccer game for the Pierre Governors and the Rapid City Stevens Soccer Club as that one's out of play. 2-0 Spartans. We'll have coverage beginning at 3:30. Match will begin at 4 o'clock. Callie Reiner's on the serve right now for the Spartans. She's been great this afternoon. She's got 2 aces. Make it 3. Catches the back line. Alexia Schleckway and Hadley Hart both deciding to let it sail. Yeah, that just caught a little piece of paint on that back line. Almost another ace by Callie Reiners. That one was down in front of a diving Hadley Hart, but she was able to dig it out. The return, though, caught the net, took some side spin and out of play, and it's 4-0 Spearfish. And it's feeling more and more like sets numbers 1 and 2 versus set 3 for the Spearfish Spartans. Reiners with a good start here. A little bit of confusion from the bench, and it's been sorted out. Reiners sends it across. Second touch by Waldron. Hill is blocked by Novotny, but that one is, well, it was sent by Novotny, blocked by the Spartans and out of play. So that'll be the first point for the Pierre Governors. They trail 4-1. Sloan Waldron on to serve here. Stick around. If this is indeed the last set, we'll have the Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg post-game show. Recap the action, give out a T-shirt, and get you out of here to enjoy the rest of your weekend. As Spore's kill blocked and a collision, and that was not good. Paige Sporer is down. And it looks like Tabitha Zandstra also down for Spearfish. She is writhing in pain. That was a lot of contact. And we're going to step away while they tend to these two players for an injury timeout on River 92.7.
Every Thursday night, we're hosting Chase the Pink Ace with a large jackpot and growing jackpot. I'm RF Bowie, the founder of Team Bowie Cares. 100% of the profits go to local cancer patients fighting their fight. You can get your tickets at any business inside Al's Oasis or online at chasethepinkace.org. Drawing is held every Thursday night at 8:08 p.m. at the Last Chance Saloon inside Al's Oasis. Thanks for caring.
Briggs Trucking and Construction in Fort Pierre provides quality freight transportation services, cargo hauling, excavation, and demolition services. They also specialize in dirt and gravel work for everything from commercial work to new construction. Briggs Trucking and Construction will haul everything from light poles to farm and agricultural supplies. The bigger the job or the bigger the load, the better, as that is where their expertise really shines. Contact Briggs Trucking and Construction at 605-280-2848 or email them at cbriggs25@pi.midco.net to visit about your next project.
Graham Tire of
Welcome
Pierre
back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union press box. Owyhee Federal
Sadowski was dealing with a left leg injury. Paige Sporer dealing with a right leg injury. We believe, of course, we're not going to speculate on injuries, but they both had to have help getting off the floor. So we can only hope the best for those two. Liliana Sadowski, of course, having a big day for the Spearfish Spartans, and Paige Sporer, such a crucial piece as Carrie Wheelhouse makes her way out from the locker room. And if we do talk with Coach Wheelhouse after the game, we'll be sure to ask her about Paige Sporer's update. Lola Keenholz has checked in. So a scary moment there. The collision happened underneath the net. Both players going for one side the block, one side the kill. And, they just kind of collided legs, and it was maybe a bit of state of shock for both players initially. Paige Sporer was kind of on all fours facing down into the hardwood. Liliana Sadowski was kind of looking around, and I think the shock was mostly from the injury itself because, she looked fine in the moment, but then some tears of anguish and pain started to flow as Sadowski is being helped towards the locker room, and she cannot put any weight on that right leg. So we hope the best for Liliana. Hope that she's all right. Hope that Paige Sporer is all right. Got the best medical teams in the state here with Avera taking care of these two players, so they are in good hands. And, of course, if we get any updates, we will let you know. 5-1, Spearfish leads here in set number 4. And it's Addie Bowman on to serve. Still waiting for the officials to make their markings and get everything sorted out here. And so now we seem to be ready for play. Addie Bowman's serve is deflected backwards by Hadley Hart, swung across by Sloan Waldron. And is set up on the far side. The kill attempt there for Billington. It's dug out by the Governors. Beautiful sliding dive and dig there from Marina Bushbaum as this kill is in along the back line for Caitlin Wheaton. Man, Caitlin Wheaton has been so impressive. She is the first player on either side to get into double-digit kills. That's her 10th. Next closest is Adeline Bowman who's got 2 aces and 9 kills. As this one is blocked at the net. Beautiful job by Julia Billington to climb the ladder and block that Addison Novotny kill. 7-1 Spearfish. And they are in the driver's seat here in set number 4. Still on the serve is Addie Bowman. Swung back by the Governors. Billington with another kill and a perfectly placed ball along the back line. Alexis Schleckaway was in the area, but decided to let it sail. And it was maybe the wrong decision because it fell in just short of that back line. And it's 8-1 Spearfish. Coca-Cola Honor League timeout taken by Carrie Wheelhouse. We'll take it with her. We'll be back in 30 seconds with the remainder of set number 4 on River 92.7.
Premier Hometown Shop, specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at GrahamTire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities.
Welcome back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union press box.
8-1 on our Gales Gas Service scoreboard here in set number 4. The Spearfish Spartans out in front. And this was high energy, high exciting match with a lot of excitement, but things kind of bogged down by the injuries to Juliana Sadowski and Paige Sporer for both respective teams. That happened a couple points ago. Spearfish has kind of regained control, but that's a nice block at the net for Addison Novotny, and that'll be the second point of the set for the Pierre Governors. It's 8-2 they trail, and Hadley Hart on to serve. Hart with the left-handed delivery. Dug out by Bowman. Oh, what a kill off the face of Sloan Waldron for Julia Billington. That had to hurt. Man, Julia Billington just elevated up into the rafters and sent that kill. And give credit to Sloan Waldron. I think I'd still be down on my back if I took the shot to the face that she just did. She's actually got a red mark forming right smack dab in the middle of her face. That was painful. Serve is on the way, and it's another ace this time for Avery Rogers, her first of the match. And Spearfish continues their dominance here. It's 10-2. Rogers looking for maybe back-to-back aces. Won't get it here. Schleckway gets the dig. Waldron gets the setup. And it's pushed, maybe an errant touch there, but swung back across on the third touch by Zanstra. Kill is blocked at the net, and Hadley Hart on the deflection was trying to get it to somebody, just kind of stuck her left hand out there, and it was deflected towards the Pierre Governor bench. Nobody could get to it in time. 11-2 Spearfish. As they have kind of, much like Carrie Wheelhouse did with set number 3 yesterday, seems like Spearfish has balled up set number 3 from today, thrown it in the trash because they are dominating set number 4. Another kill. Caitlin Wheaton dumps it in. It was dug out along the back line on her first kill attempt by Alexis Schleckway. It was deflected right back to her. She just kind of stuck her long arm over the net. Sent it in a downward trajectory. 12-2. Spearfish leading. Billington, another kill, make it 13-2. Billington adding to her total. She is now the kill leader for the Spartans with 12. She's also got 3 aces. I got to tell you, felt like Caitlin Wheaton was our player of the game shoe-in, but Julia Billington has come roaring up. Now she's getting fitted for this Cowboy Country Stores t-shirt. Pierre Governors have something to say about that. Allie Keys with a kill. Gets the third point and cuts it to a 10-point deficit. How important was this start for the Spearfish Spartans? As that serve goes into the net for Lola Keenholz, 14-3 Spearfish. Stems. Faith Hoffman will serve. But going back to the start of this set, it was just a long run. 7-1 at one point was the score for Spearfish. A commanding lead. They're not looking back on. Beautiful block by Julia Billington. Also there, Tabitha Zanstra. I think they'll credit her with the kill. 15-3. Spearfish throttling this fourth set here. Well, I'm going to say rotation violation against Spearfish. And now the conversation between Ken Ovchensky and Shelby Richards. I think Richards has gotten her explanation. He says we're good. And score will stay 15-3. All right. Glad we got that sorted out. I was getting nervous. I was freaking out that we didn't have it sorted out, but thank goodness we do. Faith Hoffman's still on the serve here for the Spartans. First touch by Novotny. Back into the net on the third touch by the Governors, and it's 16-3. And Spearfish seems to be cruising to this match victory. Governors going to have to find a little bit of momentum. They want to start piecing together a comeback here. Maybe they can get it from Schleckway on the kill. Right on cue. Alexis Schleckway goes up high. Caitlin Wheaton checking back into the game for Spearfish. She will check out Mia Dirtle. Flip that. Dirtle checking in. Wheaton checking out. So it's a good sign for the Pierre Governors, who trail 16-4 here in set 4. Pushed across, and Dirtle with the errant deflection sends it back across the back line. Allie Keys gets the point for the Governors, and now it'll be Molly Olson on the serve. Olson's right-handed serve makes its way to Mia Dirtle. Kill by Billington, blocked at the net, kept alive by the Govs. Swung back across. Oh, beautiful dip. Then dropped by Callie Reiners. Molly Olson there to send it back across, though, and now the Governors playing with a little bit of momentum. It's still a 10-point deficit, 16-6 on our Gales Gas Service scoreboard. But you can't get them all back if you don't get one, right? So Molly Olson still serving, looking to make this a single-digit deficit. But they've got Julia Billington, and that kill is good. Man, has she been throttling and just making some outstanding plays for her Spearfish Spartan squad. 17-6 is the Spartan lead here in fourth set. And that's an errant serve. Maybe the first blemish of Julia Billington's evening. I keep saying evening. It's the afternoon. It's 2:12. It's got that primetime feel, as I keep saying. Plus, there's no windows in here. We can't really tell what's going on outside. 17-7. Spartans looking to put it away here in set number 4, and that's a good start for Addie Bowman, who gets the kill, 18-7, and now Spearfish can start to taste it. And they will make the trip back this afternoon. Winners. Tabitha Zanstra on to serve, and a collision between Schleckway and Hadley Hart will earn the ace there for Zanstra. Schleckway and Hart both kind of converging on that ball at the same time. The serve gets its way to Hadley Hart. They'll get it across, but blocked at the net. Beautifully done by Spearfish. Kept alive. Swung back across by Novotny. That deflection is out of play. Shelby Richards, head coach for Spearfish, none too pleased with that. 19-8. Still an 11-point lead for Spearfish, but Pierre starting to find their footing just a bit here in the fourth set. Just hope for them it's not too little too late. As the service sent across, Dirtle digs. Return too long for Avery Rogers. It's 19-9. Alexis Schleckway with her second straight serve, dug out by Dirtle for the second straight time. Kill is returned by Hadley Hart, or at least dug out. Swung back across by Sloan Wadron, played by Hoffman. Oh, and the kill is deflected wide by Addie Bowman. She killed it down. She sent the kill across, It was blocked initially by Addison Novotny, out of reach from Sloan Waldron and Molly Olson. And now Spearfish just 5 points away, and one of their best servers, Callie Reiner's, up to the plate. First serve is second touch by Molly Olson. Swung back across as it clips the net, but there is Caitlin Wheaton, and her return is just a bit too long. Still a 10-point deficit. Pierre's running out of time, running out of points here. We'll see if they can get a nice run on this service. But that's going to be an errant serve by Sloan Waldron, just a bit long. And now Spearfish is just 4 points away, 21-10 on our Gales Gas service scoreboard. Pierre Governor's next match will be next Tuesday against Sioux Falls, Washington on the road, 6:30. As this point is won by Spearfish on the return. To apologize, I was looking out at the schedule. 22-10. Actually won by the Governors, but Hadley Hart's serve goes wide off the left hand, just an errant touch, and that'll make it 22-11. Avery Rogers will serve now for Spearfish. And her serve clanks the back of the head of Tabitha Zanstra. I don't know if those two have bad blood, and this was her way of settling it, but she really pieced up the back of the ponytail of Tabitha Zanstra. 22-12. Spearfish trying to put it away. As this serve is in, an ace for Hannah Eads. She didn't even realize it until her teammates started celebrating with her. She thought she sent it too long. She was headed back up to the front line. Then she just had this look of shock. That one, though, will find the net. 23-13 is the score. Gales Gas service scoreboard. And now Faith Hoffman will be on the serve for Spearfish, looking to secure the victory for the Spartans. Stick around for the Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg post-game show. Coming up here momentarily. Blocked at the net by the Spartans. Hadley Hart swings, clips the top of the net. Hoffman digs. Setting up the kill. It's beautiful from Zanstra. Hadley Hart made contact with it, but couldn't get it anywhere around any of her teammates. And now it is match point. Faith Hoffman at the line. Serve. Dug out. Waldron setting up Schleckway. Schleckway pushes. Third touch coming. And right on cue. How perfect is that? Poetic justice for Julia Billington. She caps off an unbelievable night with her 14th kill. And the Spearfish Spartans get the win. We'll recap all of it for you in the Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg post-game show for you. 25-13, the score from set number 4. Spearfish Spartans get the win 3-1. Stick around. We'll be back after this short break on River 92.7 with the post-game show presented by Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg.
Dr. Ryan and his team.
It's a big decision. You need an expert who knows the market and gets results. Scott Darnall at Lee Real Estate in Pierre brings experience, local knowledge, and a no-nonsense approach to help you navigate every step. Whether you're looking for the perfect home or the best offer, Scott is committed to making the process smooth and stress-free. Ready to make your next move? Call Scott Darnall at 605-220-2676. Lee Real Estate, Meredith Lee, broker-owner.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Dakota Pro Air is a locally family-owned business that has been taking care of farmers' aerial needs since 2020. With locations in Letcher and Miller, Dakota Pro Air is able to provide service to a large area. ground conditions too wet, or just don't want those sprayer tracks in your field, give Dakota Pro Air a call for all your chemical and fertilizer application needs at 605-248-2314.
Olson Plumbing in Pierre provides complete plumbing and drain cleaning services to commercial and residential customers. Olson Plumbing understands how the simple things in life are often the things we can't live without, and running water is the top of the list. Olson Plumbing offers 24/7 emergency services, and they can be at your location in under an hour in most cases. If you need help with your plumbing system, call Olson Plumbing 605-224-6436.
You asked for it.
Welcome back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union Press Box. Owyhee Federal Credit Union, where they treat you like you own the place, because you do.
And flat work. The bottom line, if you need anything done with concrete, we can do it. Superior Concrete. Give us a call today for an estimate or more information. That's Superior Concrete. Find us on Facebook or call the office at 605-494-0102. That's 494-0102. Call today.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? LiveTicket.tv has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages starting at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE, extension 2. That's 833-605-5483, extension 2. And punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
Welcome into the Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg post-game show. I'm Justin Cowart, wrapping up this Saturday afternoon matchup as the Spearfish Spartans get the win 3-1 over the Pierre Governors. And let's talk some big play of the game. First, before we do that, let's hear a word from our friends who sponsor the big play of the game at Hermanson Endodontics.
Quality comes first at Hermanson Endodontics. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics strives to provide treatment that's not only comfortable, but also provides the best possible outcome. They do this by effective and timely communication with your dentist and preserving as much healthy tooth as possible using state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre.
And today's Hermanson Endodontics big play of the game was not just one play, but play throughout all four sets, and that was from the Spearfish Spartans front line along the net. Absolutely dominant was Caitlin Wheaton, Julia Billington, and Liliana Sadowski. They just absolutely cleaned everything up. They were three towers standing along that net, and that was really what just kind of got these big leads stretched out for the Spearfish Spartans today, and that was our Hermanson Endodontics big play of the game, the play at the net for the Spearfish Spartans. Well, folks, if you enjoyed listening to today's coverage on River 92.7 and watching live on drgnews.com, reminder, you can download the DRG News app to make your listening experience much more streamlined and much more enjoyable. We often have multiple broadcasts going on at once, so download that DRG News app. You can bounce around from game to game. And a lot of folks making their way out of Riggs High Gym. We want to remind you, South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds you to text or drive. There is no and. You've got some place to be. Looking ahead at the upcoming schedules for these two teams, as I mentioned, the Pierre Governors will hit the road and take on Sioux Falls, Washington next Tuesday. That'll be a 6:30 tip. Sioux Falls Lincoln will follow up back here at home on the 18th. That'll be a 6:30 tip. And they will go on the road to T-Area to close out the month of September on the 20th. For the Spearfish Spartans, they will go back home versus Lee Deadwood on Tuesday afternoon, or evening. That'll be a 7 p.m. tip. They will then go on the road to Sturgis Brown after that home match against Lee Deadwood on the 23rd. That'll be a 7 p.m. tip-off versus Custer at home on the 25th. And then they close out the month of September on the road at St. Thomas More. Let's take one more break. When we come back, we'll hand out this Cowboy Country Store's Player of the Game t-shirt. We'll look again at the final scores and take you through these four sets, and we'll get you out of here on this Saturday afternoon and into the weekend. You're listening to the Family Dental of Pierre Gettysburg post-game show live on drgnews.com and River 92.7.
Century Business Products is a proud provider of the most reliable Kyocera copiers and printers to the Pierre School District. Backed by 5-time nationally awarded Kyocera servicing team. Are you looking to control color cost? Looking to reduce printers? Are you looking for more efficient ways to scan documents? Or maybe you'd like to become more paperless? Look no further than your local Century Business Products. Call 800-529-1950 and see how they're powering business technology.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre is here for you. They make it easy when looking for a new vehicle, getting all available vehicle information so you can spend less time researching and more time enjoying your purchase. Shop their extensive inventory from home at CapitalCityFordToyota.com or stop into Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota, 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Count on them for all your service needs with convenient scheduling and in-stock parts. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre, 605-224-7378.
At Avera Orthopedics, we're transforming pain into possibility every day. Whether you're chasing a personal best or simply want to enjoy life to the fullest, our specialized care is designed to help you feel better and stronger. We're here for you. No referral needed. Trust Avera Orthopedics to unlock a world of endless possibilities. Visit avera.org/orthopedics and start your journey from pain to possibility today.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it to replay this game. See live and archive video of all games, and when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota High School sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app. Download it now from the App Store or Google Play.
Welcome back into the Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg post-game show. Wrapping up here for you. I'm Justin Cowart. Time to hand out our Player of the Game T-shirt. Before we do that, let's hear a word from our friends who sponsor our Player of the Game at Cowboy Country Stores.
Anytime is a good time for Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Fill up your tank and your stomach. Fresh baked pastries, coffees, regular and breakfast pizzas, Champs Chicken, and more. Feed the family while on the go. Then treat yourself to a soft serve ice cream in cones and dishes. Convenience with a capital C. Cowboy Country Stores. Euclid and Harrison Avenue in Pierre and in Fort Pierre.
And our Cowboy Country Stores Player of the Game tonight goes to Miss Julia Billington. She had a great match. A lot of deserving folks. Natalie Bowman had 2 aces, 11 kills for the Spartans. 11 kills for Caitlin Wheaton, but Julia Billington just absolutely played outstanding. 3 aces, 14 kills. A couple other stats for you for the Pierre Governors. 1 ace, 7 kills for Allie Keys. 1 ace, 5 kills for Sloan Waldron. 1 ace, 3 kills for Alexis Schleckaway. 5 kills for Addison Novotny. We'll have that coverage for you coming up on Tuesday on the road as the Pierre Governors will take on Sioux Falls, Washington. Coverage will begin around 6 o'clock. Match gets underway at 6:30. Thanks so much for tuning in this afternoon. Have a great rest of your weekend. For Brian Menning on the camera via live ticket, for William Wilson back in the studio, I'm Justin Cowart saying so long. Have a great Saturday, and thank you for tuning in to this volleyball coverage on River 92.7.
You've been listening to